All right, now to this. We told you yesterday, Charlie Kirk created Turning Point USA in 2012 and expanded to more than 3,500 high schools and colleges nationwide. But it was his voice that resonated with millions of students, including Gavin Newsom's own son.
Literally last night, trying to put my son to bed, he's like, "No, Dad, what time? What time's Charlie gonna be here? What time?" And I'm like, "Dude, you're in school tomorrow." He's 13. The point is the point, which is you are making a damn dent.
Thank you. I'm kidding. Of course.
No, but I know, but I appreciate that. I mean, it's the reason you're here.
Earlier today, President Trump vowed that Turning Point USA will not stop.
I spoke to his wife yesterday. She's like devastated.
Of course.
But in between the devastation, they want to keep Turning Point going. Because so many people called in to me with donations. I don't know who. Do we give donations to her? Do we give it to Turning Point? They want to keep Turning Point going. They think they can do it. He had a very good staff. And I also go to a funeral for a great gentleman named Charlie Kirk, who should not be having a funeral right now. He should be out there in front of people. He loved doing it. He was so good at it.
He also added that his son, Barron, is a big fan.
Barron came to me and he said, "Dad, I'd like to meet somebody that you know." "Who?" "Charlie Kirk." I said, "What?" I thought he was going to say, "I want to meet like King Charles or something, like we're going to meet soon, right?" But he said, "Really, you want?" And I set up a lunch with him, and he came back. He said, "That guy's great, Dad. That guy's great." It was cute. He's unbelievable. I don't know what it was. Charlie had a magic over the kids, and large numbers of them.
All right, joining me now on continuing the mission with conservative youth is the student chair of Turning Point USA at the University of Oklahoma. It's Caleb Magana. Caleb, thanks for being with us here today. I'm sure it's a question that many are asking of themselves, asking within their chapters and their organizations. How does Turning Point move on without Charlie Kirk?
Well, he really instilled upon us the values of a patriot, of being patriots, and we're going to continue carrying on those patriots. And he always repeat this adage. He would always tell us, late to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and organize. We're going to carry on those principles. We're going to carry on that adage with everything we do on campus and off campus. This is just the beginning. We're going to continue fighting. And my message to all the chapters out there is this is just the beginning. It's time to get our boots on, and we're going to attack this head first, and we're going to be successful in whatever we do.
I can only imagine, because one of Charlie's great values was the ability to inspire others. And the organization of Turning Point helped create platforms for others who were inspired. You have the University of Oklahoma. There are thousands of others at other high schools and at colleges. So hopefully, Caleb, and hopefully this has been your experience and what you've seen, a whole new generation of leaders is ready to step up.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. When this took place, I can't even tell you the amount of people, the love and support of just students I've never met, just all coming together. They're all like, "I want to get involved. I want to start." They're all taking this, and this is what came to mind. It's the shot that was heard around the world. Everybody, they heard it, and they knew Charlie Kirk's message. They knew what he stood for, and everybody wants to take part. They want to be a patriot. They want to be God-fearing patriots, just as Charlie Kirk was, and they want to live on his legacy. And that's what I hope that we're going to continue to do, and that's what I know we're going to continue to do.
You know, right before our conversation, Caleb, I was thinking, what is an example of another organization, a successful organization that lost its charismatic leader, its centerpiece, and was capable of moving on in a successful manner? I asked AI. AI gave me back Tim Cook succeeding Steve Jobs at Apple. It gave me back a succession of leaders after the death of Walt Disney at Disney. It can be done. It is hard. But I would imagine what you also have to ask is, what are the characteristics and the values? What are the personality traits of someone that is ready to take the mantle from Charlie Kirk?
Well, obviously, we're not going to replace what we lost, but he really drove it into us as the principles I had said earlier. But really, when you put God at the forefront of your life, he's going to instill these values. He's going to instill a fire. There's a fire in me right now in reaction to this. I thought I was working hard before. I'm going to work harder than ever now. The amount of just love and just fire within me to just continue to fight on is just unbelievable. Like I just literally feel it pouring out of me. It's not going to stop. And it's God given, and it's going to be, and it's instilled within each and every one of us. And we're going to keep at it. And Charlie Kirk, literally, he lays it out in all his videos. He portrays it for us. And it really is this beautiful thing in a way that all his videos are online. So it's somewhat of a time capsule. So we can, like, if we have a question, hey, this is Charlie Kirk responded to this. Hey, we can look at what he said here and there. And it's just beautiful thing that we really get to see, like, what he stood for. And it's just going to be there forever for us to view. And it's just a beautiful thing.
It's great. It's a great answer. And it's great to have you on today. Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kane.